Hello and welcome to Wings and Wishes. I haven't done a card reading for what feels like forever on this channel, so I thought I would bust my little dragon friends out today and do a dragon tarot reading for anyone who is listening and needing a message today. So let's pull out a card and see where we go from there. See what information is coming out from the dragon realm today. Let's have a little look. The Hanged Man, or the Hanged Dragon in this case. So lots of people feel like they are in a situation where they are either on the chopping block being sacrificed, they are being held up and accountable for things that may not be their fault. And I get a lot of people at the moment who, with the cost of financial crisis, cost of living, you get a lot of people who feel like they are struggling and it's due to no fault of their own, with everything going up except for obviously wages and any money coming in. It feels really tough out there. But the Hanged Man can also bring other information and other possibilities. It means that you are stuck in a situation, but you can always get out of it. There is always a way. When you get into a situation where you feel stuck and where you are literally hanging there, waiting, holding on, doing your best to survive, doing your best to get by, it can feel a little bit like you have no hope, no other option. But it's when you broaden your horizons and you start to think outside the box and you start to look at other opportunities in the bigger picture, start thinking about where you can make changes, what it is that you could possibly do. If there was going to be no repercussions, what would you do? And from that kind of thinking, from that more open thinking, from a higher perspective, other options start to come in. And when you realize that there are other options out there, there are other things that you can do, that's when your mind will give you answers. When you're closed off and you're fixed and you feel stuck, when you feel like you're literally being held in place, waiting for whatever doom it is to strike you, you can feel a really tough space to be in. But always remember that no matter what situation you are in, there is always some sort of light. There is some way out. There is some answer to the question that you need to ask. And quite often it is that we're not asking the right question. It's not that we're not doing the right thing, because people tend to, when they are in a stuck situation, they hold on. And the worse it gets, the tighter they cling on, the tighter they hold on, just hoping to survive. And I think that in whatever situation it is, it can be in a relationship, it can be to do with money, it can be to do with work, with how you're feeling emotionally or spiritually. If you carry on doing the same things, you're always going to get the same ending. It's only when you stop and realize that you are, yes, in a situation, yes, you feel stuck, yes, you feel hopeless, yes, you feel like there is no way out, and you just have to hang on and hope for the best. That is when you have to realize and have to remind yourself that there are other options and there is another way of seeing things. You have to stop where you are, stop doing everything immediately, and just look at the bigger picture and keep asking the questions, because it is until you ask the right question you won't get the right answer. You need to do something different to get a different result. And that is what the message of the Hanged Dragon brings to you today, is you need to find other questions to ask. You need to find other ways that you can see things, perceive things, look at things, because it is on broadening your perspective and on asking the right questions you will find an answer, and then you can make changes. Because if you stay where you are and continue to do the same thing, you will stay stuck. But it is in your power, it is in your abilities to move forward. You just have to, as I say, ask the right questions and broaden your perspective. Thank you so much. I hope this helps today. Drop me a message, send me a like, or anything you want. See you soon. Thank you. Bye.